Hey, Kay. Welcome in. Thanks for being the first one in the live. The first one to comment, should I say. Hey, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Miss B. How are you? All right, guys. We did some shopping today. My intention was to go out and do some penny shopping. Um, However, I couldn't remember all of the things that had pennied. So I was just like, screw it. I went ahead and went for what I knew. And I got some stuff. Hey, Nikki. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome to the live. We have a car haul for you all today. Uh, for those of you who are unaware, Dollar General, and my apologies for that loud truck passing by. For those of you who are not aware, Dollar General went 90% off on a lot of categories. The prediction is that these same categories, these same items are going, could possibly penny next week. However, um, there was a little bit of a discussion about if some of these coolers were going to penny or not. They were following this sale at one point and then they stopped. And normally, coolers, especially the hard coolers, are excluded from sales and penny shopping and all that kind of stuff. Like I've gotten the soft coolers before, but it's a very rare occasion that the hard coolers penny, at least since I've been keeping up with them. And as you know, I don't do all of the stores, all of the sales, and that kind of thing. So I'm pretty sure there's some things that I have missed. I also have not been keeping up with sales currently, so I don't know what in the world was included in the different dots and triangles and all of the things. So, like I say, I got off there. I knew that there were some things that I needed and I wanted to pick up for some gifts, so I went ahead and got that stuff. The rest of the things I left. I'm going to take my chance and hope that those things last until they penny out, hopefully next week. But I did want to show you what I picked up in the event you are going out this week to do 90% off shopping, or if you are going out to start scoping your stores for penny items, which is what I would recommend you do. I like to scope out the stores and all that kind of stuff so I'll know where I need to be when the items actually go on sale. So apparently I went to 5 stores. I got five off of 25s for the first. 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's see who we have. Miss Nikki's here. Hey, Lisa. Belle. Hey, how are you? These doggone names. YouTube need to stop their mess. We got 15 in and 8 thumbs up. If you can go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's start running through these. Excuse me, like I said, the coolers usually don't follow. So when I heard that they were following, I was like, here, let me see if I can find some coolers. I had actually been in the store that I started finding the coolers at. I went in last night looking for something else. Actually, I got some oven bags and something for the husband. So I was in there, and that's how I knew that they had coolers. But then when I actually saw the videos and stuff this morning, I was like, hold on, I may have saw those coolers. So that's when I ended up going live with you guys this morning. If you didn't check out the live from this morning, or if you didn't see the live this morning, I invite you to go check that out, and you'll see how some of all of this started happening. No longer bail, right? Hey, Miss Aretha, welcome in. So, like I say, the coolers. So the first ones that I found are, and y'all excuse me, it's been a long, long day. We done put some miles on this baby. We done did some things today. Um, but this particular cooler I found, this is the Coleman Chiller. This is a 19 can cooler. It says 28 quart. Now, there are some Colemans out there that's going to have a $40 price tag in the corner. Those are not the ones you're looking for. You're looking for the ones that do not have a price tag in the corner and that they were originally $36. So these are rolling coolers. They got the little telescoping handle and then legs, the feet on them, the wheels. So these are the rolling ones. So I ended up with two of these ones. Um, then I ended up in another store. And in that same store, I ended up finding two of these coolers. These are the Igloo rolling coolers. Let's put you up here because you don't fall. These are the Igloo rolling coolers. Dang. Laughing out loud at all of those coolers, right? Hey, Susan. um, this is the Igloo cooler. This one says it's 16 quart. It has a price tag of $35 on there. This was 90% off, so it rung up $3.50. The Coleman cooler that I showed you before, that rung up $3.60. So my first store, I ended up with two coolers, or four coolers, two Igloos, and two Colemans. So I was happy about that. That prompted me to start looking for more coolers as I went out, and that's kind of how the penny shopping fell by the wayside. Because at that point, I started looking for coolers, I started looking for other larger ticket items, that kind of thing. So that's how that went. A little bit later in the day, I went in and I saw some of these coolers on top stock. And I was like, hold on a second, those aren't it. But I was able to take a picture with my other phone and then scan my phone to get the barcode, scan the barcode, the picture of the barcode. So I scanned it and it showed $3.60. I was like, okay, bingo. Now this is a different cooler. This is a 19 can cooler. It says 30 quarts, but you'll notice again, there's no price tag on here. Um, and this one also has the two little holes at the top, and it does not have the wheels or the little handle on the back. So if you're looking for those, remember we're looking for the Colemans that do not have price tags in yellow on the side. Give them a scan, see what they're ringing up in your area. It's not all of the coolers. It's not the big coolers. Every big cooler I found, the kind that opens, you take, hold on both sides. I scanned every one I saw today. Every one of them that I could get to, I scanned them, and none of them came up. Um, so there are specific ones that you're looking for, and that's where the conversation about if they're actually going to continue following and penny out with the rest of the stuff, or if they're going to go back to full price like they did one time before. So, coolers. We went through coolers. In one of my stores, I found some of the kid chairs. These chairs were $1.20. They're the folding chairs, and I saw these in quite a few stores, but I only got them at the one store. So I just got two of them, primarily because my grandbaby has broken the other chair, little folding chair that we had at the house. So I ended up picking up a couple more of those. The other chairs that I have, the hard ones like the Adirondack chairs, those are probably going to go for like Easter chairs and all that kind of stuff. So these are probably be for personal use. One at my house, one at my daughter's house. Then I found an entire display, and you'll see the short that I put up. I'll probably put it up tomorrow since this is my last notification for today. I forgot all about the chairs, Rena. Oh no! Hey Renee, my apologies. I called you Rena. Hey Sonana, at work listening in the bushes. Okay, honey. Hey Crystal, Crystal's unique. How are you? Just checking, checking, checking. All right. So the Pampers Splashers, as well as the, I think they're like the Gentle Steps or whatever the Dollar General brand. Those, dang, it's getting cold out here. Those pennied out today. So I found an entire display of them, and I literally just drug the display up there to the front of the thing, and we got all of these. I've already called a place locally here, and they are willing to take these, so that's awesome. These are going to stay in the car overnight, and we'll drop them off tomorrow. So I think there's like 20 or so um, bags of flashers. So that's pretty much it. I did find a couple of other penny items. I found some juice that was a penny, and trying to see what else is up. Yeah, all of that's just Pampers back there. All right, so I did find some juice that was a penny. I looked at the beef jerky things. I was supposed to be looking for that kind of stuff. I was going to use that in some concepts as well, and then some of the little gums that clearanced out. Um, so I was kind of supposed to be looking for that kind of thing to add some snacks. There are Ghirardelli chocolates and mounds and all kind of things like that that are on sale or pennied out. So I was like, okay, I can pick up a couple of those, add them to some of my holiday gifts. That was my plan, but I kind of forgot about all of that as I was shopping throughout the day. Let's see. Hey, Miss Rose. Maya, what you doing? I'm showing a haul. Some items that I bought from the store today. Hey, Sally Barlow. My friend found her a box of chairs and wagons in her area. Yes, I saw the wagons. I gave actually two of them to this little girl who was begging for something from her mom, and her mom was telling her that they didn't have money for it for this trip and all this kind of stuff. So I handed her the two coolers and slid her $1. So she was shocked. Not coolers, the wagons, the little ones that were $5, and slid her $1. So the baby got her two things. Hey, Tamara. Yep, trunk call. Hey, Miss Nene. All right, so that's what I got. Here, let's just take you guys over here. Let's see. Hold on, y'all gonna be in the dark for just a second. Maybe, maybe not. Well, hell, I can mute you, but I can't turn you off. Oh well. All right, y'all gonna just see everything then, I guess. And now my phone's sliding out of the holster. Oh, it. Come on now. Don't you break on me in front of everybody. Stop acting up. Um, Yellow dot is what I wanted. Accessories for girls and boys, primarily for boys. I need some accessories for all of my little boy gifts and things like that. Some little tchotchkes, odds, and ends. So I was definitely looking for yellow dot and gaming items. I'm pretty sure by now you guys have saw some of these bags. This is just a little purse. It was originally $8, but it was on clearance for 80 cents. So I got this and several more that look like this. Some black ones and some other colors. This was another yellow dot item. This is a sling bag, and this is what it looks like. This has the one little shoulder strap. So this was 80 cents as well. These Have a Good Day are yellow dot pouch, 50 cents. So we got these ones. I actually got two of those. And I found a wallet that was 50 cents. So we picked this one up. Hey, Miss Terry, welcome in. Cute purses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was excited. I'm excited. Oh, and then there was this ball thing that I was supposed to put back and wait for it to penny, but it ended up in my cart, so I paid the 30 cents for it. But yeah, like I say, a lot of this stuff is just little odds and end tchotchkes that I can add into gifts. Because I'm still fighting the battle of having a lot of large gifts, but not a lot of little fillers and things like that. So, hey, Miss Donna, welcome in, welcome in. These are also yellow dot. If you see them, they're huge pencil thingies, pens with the multicolors up there to the top, but they are yellow dot as well. And this one actually has gamer remote controls on it. So I was like, yep, that's for a little boy. This one has butterflies, and then this one is just tie-dye, I guess. So we picked those up. A lot of the other stuff, this random tag, a lot of the other stuff that I found was gaming stuff. So this is a hooded throw, glow in the dark. Got a pink one. I'm being nosy. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's why I came on for you guys to be able to see some of the things that I picked up and how I plan on using them so that you'll know if you are still shopping 90%, you'll know some of the items that are on clearance currently. And if you are scoping out your stores, because next week I think these things are going to penny out. So that's why I didn't buy a lot. I saw way more than this stuff. Like, I went to a store, they literally must have like cleared out all of their green dots and put them in the back room a couple of weeks ago or something. I don't know what the deal was, but there was so much green dot on the shelves. I mean, everything from the big, huge tumblers to the, I mean, there was just so much. The pillows and the boxes and all of the things. Um, and ironically enough, I talked to the associate, and she said that I was the first person that had been in her store that shopped. She's, of course, there are people coming in for little odds and ends or whatever, but as far as buying stuff, I was the only one that had been in there. And that was at like 11 or 12 o'clock. So I was like, what in the world? So I don't know what the rest of the week will bring, but I'll go back over there on Monday and see what all they have to see if I'm going to be making that drive to see how much of the green dot is left over there, the boxes and all that kind of stuff. So this is a glow in the dark hoodie thingy. This is part of the gaming table items. And here, let's take a trip. Let's go over here to the other side of the vehicle. La, 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 la. Oh, let's get this in. And I ain't taking this crap out my car, y'all. So it's just in here at this point. I'm trying to get y'all a good view. I don't think this is gonna work. Not with me in this car like this. So let's do this quickly because I think I'm running out of battery. Also, kind of sorta. All right, stocking stuffers, boy items, tchotchkes. There are display boxes that have these types of little yellow dot items in there. Um, these are eye popping squish dinos. Anyway, they're $2, so they were 20 cents. So for my boys, I ended up picking up pretty much the entire box. There were also a couple of these octopi, octopus squishies. They were 30 cents, so I picked up a couple of those. Miss Renee says, I left behind a lot of stuff as well, especially those mugs, right? Waiting for them to penny out. Exactly, exactly. Hey, Tasha. First time ever. I didn't go shopping. Y'all, good luck. Happy shopping. Thank you, Tasha. Uh, Miss Sally says, one of the stores I went to, the manager said that he put all of the summer stuff in the back for now, and he was going to pull it out later this week. I wonder if that's what mine did, because my first store, I went over there looking for that summer swim stuff, and it was nowhere to be found. Like, it was just clear over there. They didn't even have other stuff in there. And I was like, why in the world would they take it off the shelf when it's time for people to buy it? So I don't know what the plan is or what they got going on, but that was just one of my stores that had done that. So hopefully they do bring it out like they said they are. Um, hey, Auntie Skips and more. So this is a stretch tube monster with suction cup feet and hands. Y'all, don't get me lying about the store, about this stuff. I don't. My youngest is what, 25 or something. Heck, I don't even know. But I don't know nothing about no toys and stuff like that. What these little things are supposed to be doing. But for 20 and 30 cents, we picked up a couple of them. Hey, Kimberly Showers. My store had boxed up all their stuff and pulled it from the back. Okay, that's good. Hey, Esmeralda, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just running through some of this haul stuff. Squishy pillow. This was 50 cents. It was originally $5, so 50 cents. I definitely got a lot of the gamer stuff, some more swim diapers. I definitely got a lot of the gaming stuff because I took out my blankets and separated them and stuff like that. Y'all, I gotta have about 15, 20 blankets in there. That's just gamer blankets. And I ran out of pillows and things to add with them. So I did need to pick up some of those things today. Well, I didn't need to, but I wanted to, so that's what I did. Right, I went to several stores, didn't have any summer stuff. Yeah, I don't really understand the logic behind that. That was strange to me. But I'm going back to the one store tomorrow, and I want to see if they done brought that stuff back out. Right, I went to several stores, didn't have any summer stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys are aware, but these little things here, these earrings and rings that are in these little boxes, they are all a dime. So it's literally, and my hands are like the ashes ever, but it's literally a little heart shaped box, and it has a ring in it. And then there's some of them that have earrings in them. So they were just $1. So they went down to a dime. So I picked up this little box of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them, 11 of them. So we got those. And I keep finding these freaking things. The lady was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you bought the summer, the splash, the pamper splashers or whatever she called them." She was like, "Here, I think we have some more." And I was like, "That's okay. I'm good with the ones that I have. I got the whole display." And she was like, "Oh no, here, let me go find them." And she wasn't finding them. And every time she came back, she brought back like 2 or 3 more of them. I'm like, "Lady, stop with the swim diapers." But I went ahead and cleared them out because, like I say, I already found somebody that can accept them as a donation. So I'm happy about that. Got another cooler. So I think I have, hell, I don't even know how many of these coolers I have at this point. Um, and, well, I won't even tell you guys that. Here's another one of the pillows. So I'm trying to get to some stuff that you guys may not have seen. Oh, here's something that you may not know about. This stuff here, this Black Paper Party. It was 50 cents. It is a green star. So these ones are also included in the clearance. So if you see this little border here, how it has the multicolors, the pink and orange and all of that, if you see that, give it a scan because they may be on clearance in your section, in your area too. Because I found these at like multiple stores. Um, but I did pick up the blanket because I love the colors in there. But I also found some stickers and bandanas and all kind of other things that go with Black Paper Party. There are picture frames, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in the Black Paper Party stuff, then give it a scan because it is also included. I don't know. I don't think I saw anybody say any of that. But like I say, I haven't been keeping up and I didn't have a lot of time to go over my visuals. So this is another black squishy. This is another squishy pillow from the gaming tier table. So this one was $1.20. Hey Monique, I went to 6 stores. They had packed everything up. No coolers and no gaming stuff. That is crazy work. I don't know why in the world they would do that. Um, so yeah, we got this. Here, let me move this to the back. Maybe that'll help. Uh, in this bag, you see I have some of the bolster pillows, but once again, it's gamer stuff. There's a game on, and this one is also gaming things. So we picked up several of these to go with our existing blankets. So those are going to be concepts in and of itself. Looks like Miss Rochelle just went live. Hold on, I see somebody typing something. I'm going to be right back. Let me throw these pillows back here so I can get to some other stuff in there. All right. And now y'all just gonna see the back of my head. I found Pokemon. Is this Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon is $1.20. Love Black Paper Party. I think most of the stores need the shelf space and just box the stuff up for space. Yes, because they were pulling out a lot of Christmas stuff, I saw. Speaking of Christmas stuff, they have the ornaments, the fillable ornaments. They sell them in a 2-pack at Dollar General for $1. So if you guys want just a couple of ornaments, it may be cost effective to get them from the Dollar General, two in a pack. If you're getting a lot of them, then you probably want to do Amazon. Go ahead and order them because they'll be cheaper that way. So, in some of your Dollar Generals, they will have the 2-pack fillable ornaments, the ball ornaments. So, you guys can do that as well. I love this yellow cup. It was 50 cents. I did not intend to buy it, buy any cups, but I got some because it was yellow. So, we got that. Here's yet another bag of pillows, squishy pillows, bolster pillows, that kind of thing. That's pretty much what I got, you guys. Other than that, I got a lot of little tchotchke items and, of course, coolers and chairs. All of these little hair clips were $1 originally, and they're now a dime. So I got quite a few of the different hair clips. So that's what I was going out there for. So I was happy to find those. If you guys are interested, these belt straps or purse straps, they were originally $5, but they are yellow dot as well, so they're down to 50 cents. And I found several different designs. Some more little boy toys that were like a dime, little add-ins, little stuff like that. Put that in there. I did finally get me some more of these things. I found them on Top Stock somewhere and asked one of my guys to get it down for me. And I see that one's cracked. Oh no, it's a piece of paper on there. So I got some of these. I don't even know how many it is. I just got them down there. But they were a dime each also. And these are the medium size ones. So we got those. I also got some big old bowls that were $1. Bright serving bowls. They were green dot as well. What was the dot on the yellow cup? It's a green dot. Green dot on the yellow cup. There are also plenty of larger cups that are out there for $1. They're green dot larger ones. And then there's some of the other ones also. Hey, Clarks and Crafts. Welcome in. More Black Paper Party. Cousin. So this is Black Paper Party cap. And it says, "Loving My Roots." I thought those were super cute. So I picked up all of them. Those were, what, 50 cents each. I could have waited, but I wanted them, so I picked them up. And then these are the bowls. So we got those, and we got some cups, and we got some more containers. We got a whole bunch of gaming pillows, gaming accessories, things of that nature. I also found a couple of signs. These were 80 cents. So I got that one, and then I got that one. I saw probably over the course of the day, I had to see at least 8 of those huge picture frames that I showed you at the first store. I left them all right there. That lady kept trying to get me to take them. She was like, "Here, this is $1.50." I was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Here, you want to take it?" No, ma'am, I do not. "You sure you don't want it?" "No, I don't." And then she came up there by the register. "Here, I found this. You want it?" "Lady, I done already told you I do not want that." Here's another little hair clippy. But she was trying to give all of the things away. She wanted all of the stuff out of the store. Some charms. I saw somebody actually use some of these charms and put on their hand sanitizer in that little hole where they have the keychain thingy. So I don't know if that's something you want to do, but I saw it somewhere on YouTube University. Miss Sally says here the green dot was 70% off. What? Oh wow, awesome gaming items and prices. Thank you. The purse straps are cute. Yes. Hope all is well. My apologies, y'all. I just talking. Um, all right. I think I'm caught up. If I missed you, my apologies. These little things were 30 cents. Well, just a journal and a little pen. Like I say, most of my stuff is yellow dot, y'all, because I haven't shopped any of the sales pretty much. Like I did get a couple of things here or there, but all these clearance sales, last clearance event, I wasn't even in town. The one before that, I think I ended up spending probably 30 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks on little random stuff to get me through to now because I'm hoping that the stuff pennies out soon. So I hadn't bought a lot of this stuff. These were also a dime, some of these little flower pots. So we picked up some of those. Of course, I had to pick up any green dot cups I found. So some of them were $3, some of them were $1, or water containers, bottles, or whatever you want to call them. So that Spider-Man or Iron Man, whoever that was $3. But then this one with the sharks on it was just $1. So that was a dime. So we picked up those. Oh, here's another receipt. Maybe I went to 6 stores. Oh, yeah, I did. This is that last store, I remember. Found some ribbon. You guys have saw that. Hey, Sherika. Found a couple of dolly items. This frother I wanted to use in one of my concepts. I went ahead and picked it up, but there are plenty of dolly items floating around. These little things were a dime. So look in your yellow dot area because a lot of the little items that I found were inexpensive on clearance. This thing I had never even seen before. I don't even know what this is. It says a crossbody phone strap. So it's all of this cord wrapped up on the back of there. And then there's like a little clip on each side. And then it's got this little thing. I guess that's going to be on the back of your phone. I don't know. It was 50 cents. So I ended up getting, I think I got two of them. Yeah, I got two of those. These are all erasers. The fry thing was an eraser. This food one is an eraser, 3D erasers. So we picked up some of those, and I got a couple other things of ribbon down in there. So that's more yellow dots. I showed you that. Let's see. I did pick up a few hats. This particular one says cowboy. It's black with the cowboy hat on the front in animal print. But it was also a yellow dot. This sparkly hat was yellow dot for 50 cents. This hat with the rhinestones and the studs was also 50 cents. So we picked those ones up. And here are the other bags that I was able to find. So I got a purple one, and then I got a black one that looks just like it. And these again are $8. But now that they're 90% off, they're down to 80 cents. Um, and I do believe these things are going to penny next week. So that's why I say I left a lot of stuff in the stores because I didn't want to spend my money on the stuff. I was just going to wait for it to penny. But the coolers, I could not leave. I had people stalking me in the store behind them coolers, so they was not staying there. I had to watch my basket and everything because people was trying to jack my coolers out my basket. Um, and then the funny story, I said I wasn't gonna tell y'all this. This lady, we ended up at one store together. I was checking out. I had a cooler. So I left and went to the next store. Some kind of way she got there before me. Well, not some kind of way. She probably was flying like hell, but she got there to the store before me. So we were getting out of the car at the same time, and she like is almost about to break off running. Like she's sprinting to the door, like super fast walk. I'm talking about she getting it. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, I hope this lady don't think, I want her items or that we're gonna be in here, looking for the same stuff. I left out of that other store with one cooler, so I was like, I'm not, really hitting it like that. But she saw me shopping, so she knew what I was doing. And baby, she got the bolting in that store. She missed the step and ended up falling. And so I was like, oh my goodness, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to get in the store. I just want to, check for a couple of things and something else she was saying and all this kind of stuff. And me and her walked in the store at the same time. We walked, and so now she's in front of me, of course. Um, she walks to the coolers. I walk to the coolers. She picks up one of the Coleman coolers that has the $40 on there. That cooler was not on sale. I was like, lady, that's not the right one. I didn't say that, but she picked up the $40 cooler. I went two steps further down the aisle, and up there were two more of the Colemans that were on clearance. I snatched them right on down off the shelf. So now she's got two or three coolers that she's got down here in front of her that she's sitting there guarding. And I'm thinking to myself, lady, those coolers not on sale. Like they are so not on sale. So I checked out before she did. So I don't even know what kind of fit she pitched once she got up there to the front and realized she grabbed the coolers that were not on sale. But lady, it's not that serious. Like we're not all out here for the same thing. Of course, that particular time we were both looking for coolers, but that's where doing your research and knowing what you're looking for comes in handy because there'll be people in these stores that's going to grab everything that they know is on sale and just put it in their cart. There are other people who take their time and take one item off, you scan it, see how much it costs. If that's what you want, you put it back, whatever, whatever. So people are shopping at different rates. So I'm not one of those people that's just going to go and grab everything because I don't need everything. I ain't got space for everything. But she didn't know that. She saw that I was a shopper. So, of course, she was trying to beat me to the goods and didn't even know what she was looking for. So, um, yeah, Polo Ting Ting. That's why I was like, lady, and now you done busted up your knee and everything. Which I'm not laughing about that because that was crazy in and of itself. But I was just like, oh, she was racing me, and I wasn't even racing her. Here's one of the cups that I got. This is like Memorial Day or something. I don't know. Oh, it's a green dot. My bad. They were $5, so now they're 50 cents. Hope she found some clearance mandates. Right? There were one stalk because I have one thing that I plan on doing with it. These little Romulus or little mini rose thingies or whatever. So I picked those up. And when I tell you, it's so many people coming up and down this road today. Like, what is going on? And all of these vehicles are loud. Like it's like a convention for the big truck boys. Like everybody coming through here got freaking trailers and big old trucks. Like that is shut. I digress. We got these plates. They were $1 originally. They were green dots. They're 7.5 inch diameter. But today they were a dime. I saw the stack. I picked up the entire stack. So I don't even know who all is in here. Paw Patrol. Oh, there's Spidey. And I know the yellows are bluey. So we got all of those ones. I also found some of the little bowls. So I don't know if you guys have saw these. You probably have them prior to now. Like I say, I know I'm super late to the party because I have not been wanting to shop the 70% and the clearance sales and yada yada yada. But I went ahead and broke down and got some of the stuff at 90%, and we're gonna hit it hard next week when the stuff pennies out. So some more of the squishy octopus. Like I say, it's not a lot of stuff, but there are certain things that I really, wanted to get. Um, they're coming for your coolest. The lady sent them. Yes, that's what it was. I'm so glad you said that, Auntie. Okay, so when I was in that first store, we were on live, and you remember she's actually a manager. She was like, that she would take the one cooler up to the front. Well, when she got them down off of Top Stock for me, I went live, and so she's handing me the coolers. She scanned a couple. I already knew which ones I wanted because I scanned them before I even went up there and got her. So I knew exactly which ones I wanted. So she scans them, she gives them to me, and then when she realizes I'm taking all four of the coolers, she was like, "Oh man!" She said, "I asked her where she was she looking for coolers." And she was like, "Yeah, she probably she wants to take a picture. She was gonna send it to her mom to go to a store and look and see if she can find one in her area." So I was like, "Okay, okay, cool." So she took a picture of of the coolers that I had gotten. By the time, and I left that store not long after, I went to the other store with you guys on live. Baby, when I walk in the door, the cashier made a beeline over there to where the coolers were. And she counted them off. She said, "Yeah, it's 3 Coleman coolers over here." And so she walks back up to the front and then she goes into the room. So apparently, the manager, whoever was in the room, had received a phone call and asked about the coolers. And she was telling them, yeah, they had coolers there. Maybe them coolers wasn't on sale, but she didn't know that. She just went over there to check the aisle and she saw them and she went back and told them. I was like, okay, so either the first lady I went to is now calling around to see who else has coolers, or somebody else is called to see if they have the coolers. They didn't have him, but that was that. So I was like, I wonder if that first store, if she like started tipping off the rest of the stores, calling them and asking them for the doggone coolers. But I was in a store as recently as what 2 hours ago, and I still bought coolers, so they're still out there. This is a purple triangle, a purple clover, and it's just a little potted plant. Y'all know I like to get these. I'm gonna be sticking these in some of my little bitty gifts. I didn't get many with that frosted look, but I did get the ones with the little fake look. And you guys know you can always snatch this flower out or add you a rose or two or three in here. So these at a dime, I was happy to find. Of course, more pillows, more gaming stuff. Oh, and we got some cups. These are tumblers that were $1. They were green dot stainless steel. Hey, KOK, welcome in, welcome in. So we got quite a few of these. Now, in addition to these colors, there are other colors. Some of them are not marked as far as green dot, but they are following some other system, and they are also ringing up inexpensively. So definitely use your scanner, see what things are scanning for, because everything, like I said, there's so many different categories and different things that are, going on sale. But you guys have an advantage because you have been shopping and in the stores and keeping up with them. I have not. Um, hey, Shamika, welcome in. Do you take off your price? Yes, I will. Josephine. But here's another one. This is green. I got a pink one here. Now, I did pick up a couple of these, the other clearance sale. Not a lot, but I did get a couple of them. And then these are more of the little dinosaurs. So we got another bag with some other little boy items in there. More cups. Oh, we finally get to some wallets. I actually did find some wallets. Found some more of the purse straps. Purse straps. This little thing is super cute. It's an eye mask cushion for travel. It looks like this when it's closed, but once you unzip it, there is like an eye mask thing in there for the kids to put over their face. So this goes over their eyes, and then this is like a headrest for them. I thought that was pretty cool. But they were 50 cents, so I picked up this one. This is the only one I saw. But we got that, so we're definitely going to add it probably to one of the girl gamer blankets and roll them that way. So I was happy about that. And then I found wallets. So these were all 80 cents. They were originally $8. This is yellow dot. So this is like a black quilted with some yellow, kind of yellowish, and pink flowers. And that is for traveling. My girls love those for car rides. Yes, goodness, that's what I thought. So we're going to give them that. Then this was another type of wallet that was on clearance. These were also 80 cents. And then I picked up some of these little tchotchke bracelets. This a little something. I think it's a cross on there. Yeah, there's a cross on it. But they were also $1. So they were a dime. I only got like 2 of those. Like I say, I left a lot of that stuff in the store untouched. I saw it, I scanned it, I took a picture of my phone, I wrote which store I was at for the picture. So I'll know Monday when I go out to scout before things turn to a penny. I'll know which stores to go to and exactly where I saw these items. Now, there's no guarantee that they're still going to be there. They could get bought, they can get moved, they can get removed because that is technically what the stores are supposed to do. But at least I know what I saw and where I saw it this week. So that's going to help me narrow down some of my traveling for my recon next week. But I'll probably still hit majority of the stores because, like I say, I found there was so much green dot that resurfaced that wasn't out there before. So I don't know where in the world, where it was all this time, but it's just sitting back there. And it's kind of tucked away and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay. And then the boxes, some of them aren't even open. They're just like in the shelf, pushed to the back, unopened. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to leave all that right there. Saw it, scanned it, left it. Yes, ma'am. 50-cent fine. Cooler. Y'all remember these coolers? So it's a green Clover. It was originally $5. So now they are 50 cents. So if you see these, they're 50 cents if you want them. So yeah, today's been all about coolers apparently. Coolers and gaming. I showed you that. I showed you that. These are more cups. There's like 5 or 7 or 8 juices over here on the floor. Hold on, let me go get those. And then we're gonna get out of here, y'all. What else is over here? Oh, yeah, I'll show you guys these. We looked at those. We looked at these. I found lots and lots of these shoes. So I'll show those to you. And then we're going to bring this over. And we are almost out of time. It's getting dark. And it's getting chilly. Lord, look at that. Hey, E. Coming here fussing and talking junk. How you doing? Um, Orange peach mango dole juice. This was a penny item. So I found this. Like I said, I kept forgetting to look for pennies, y'all, because I was on the hunt for coolers and gaming stuff and little boy yellow dot items, yellow dot stuff. So I did find some of these. Um, so there's a good little variety of those over there. Another one of the bluey bottles. These are 30 cents. Um, Mission Ridge has yellow dot slides for men and for women. And then Bobby Brooks also has yellow dot slides for women. Bobby Brooks has a lot of new items, boxers and sleep pants and oh crap! I hope that didn't break. Boxes and boxers, sleep pants, all kind of different little stuff like that. So if y'all see that, that's new stock. Don't think that it's on sale, because I did scan it and it was regular price. Hey, you need me? That's my auntie. But this is yellow dot. Also, they had plenty of these for kids, men, and women. So if you're looking for little slides, these are 50 cents. So that's beating the tree store all day, every day. Um, but if you wait the next week, if y'all do y'all some recon, y'all could possibly get some shoes and stuff for a penny. But like I say, the purpose of this video is to show you some of the things I got, why I bought it, so that if you're still out looking for your 90% off stuff, you can find that. And then if you're doing research for a recon for next week when they penny out, hopefully, fingers crossed, then you'll have some visuals, some things to go by for that also. So that's why I'm showing y'all this stuff. Um, because you could possibly find it in your store as well. I found a nice little collection of these candles, the lemon, the cherry, the I don't know what other ones they had, but I grabbed those up. These are part of back to school hardware, and this is kind of coming full circle because my first video that got like the most watch. I think that was like the most watched video I had. Period. It's like 5 or 6 thousand views at this point, but it was 90% off back to school and electronics and things like that. So that's when I got all of those like LED lights for the car and the string lights and the light bars and all that kind of stuff. Well, it's about that time again. So we have alarms and flashlights. These are back to school core, I think, hardware, back to school hardware. They were originally $5. They are now 50 cents. So if you see these guys, then you may want to pick those up as well. Don't forget to hit the like button, thumbs up. Also continue to scan the NCI artificial potted plants. I found several pennies today. Just scanned them all. Yes, I saw those. I could not make myself pick those up. And it's actually in a clip that I recorded in store. Um, but I left all of them there. But yes, y'all keep checking on those, and as well as your florals, just your regular stem florals. There was a lot of green dot. There was an entire. Y'all saw LBE's short that she put up. That thing of flowers up there. Those ones are also on 90% off. A lot of them. So you look through there and scan them, and then scan a lot of those florals, the potted florals. Any of that Dolly stuff, scan that stuff, not the new Dolly Christmas stuff, but that other Dolly stuff, Here, let me mute y'all. This boy and this doggone music coming. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. My bad. The little boy down there, he feel like everybody in the neighborhood have to listen to his music. He get on my freaking nerves with that. And it's always stuff that's gonna get me copywritten. Oh, 10%. We finna get up off of here. We found some more of those. Here is Black Paper Party stickers that I was telling you about. They were 20 cents. So, y'all see these images? Y'all looking at them? Because y'all gonna see them again. They're gonna be slapped on all kind of stuff. Loving my roots, blessed, we are, joy, all of the things. So there are those. Hey, Miss Gloria, welcome in. Um, oh, and what else was jiggling was the rest of the cans of candles. So that's it, y'all. We went through it. I got 10% battery. Questions, comments, or concerns quickly before I end this. Or worst case scenario, I'll have to take you guys inside and get us some electricity. But I gotta get this juice out of my vehicle for sure. But the rest of this crap is gonna stay in here tonight. I ain't even finna deal with it. It's sprinkling rain. It's like 50 degrees out here, and um, we ain't doing it. Not today. So let's see. Let's put you guys back here. I gotta get all of this shoved up here. But yeah, so this is what I got. A whole bunch of gaming stuff. Actually, I need to take this gaming stuff inside with me because I have blankets already folded and ready to get dropped in some bags. So the blankets and the pillows and the gaming, all of this gaming stuff needs to go in the house. So I can finish probably about 15 concepts right quick with all of this stuff. So that is what I'm going to do. So there's no need to go and try to put it up, find somewhere to put it or none of that. I'm taking the advice of the basket designers before me and tell me to put this crap in concepts as soon as I get it. So that's what we're finna go in the house and do. I came home, backed up to my shed, and did a drop off. Yes, 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 definitely. So that's that. Favorite finds of the day definitely will be the coolers. Um, and I'm super stoked about getting the yellow dots, some things for my boys. Got some of those going on, and a little couple of tchotchkes for my girls too. But for the most part, that's what we have been doing today. Don't forget Black Paper Party. And for those of you who were on the live the other day and y'all saw me fumbling with this little star situation, here she is, all dressed. Well, she's not dressed. This little bow is just stuck on there. Y'all saw me just put that up there. But here she is. She looks like a little face. We got nail polishes, little rose. There's some socks. There's some lip gloss, a pair of shades. We have Bath and Body Works spray, and then a Bath and Body Works lotion. Then there's some hair clippies up there. But this is my take on the galvanized star ornament things that Shy showed. I don't have the galvanized stars, but I did have some chargers. So I slid all that stuff in onto here, slid it into a bag, shrink wrapped it, and that's it. I used Ashley with the R&A baskets. How she was telling us about. Let me take this thing off here because this aggravated me. How she was telling us to put our not our tie, and I secured it to the inside of my platter charger before I actually taped it up and stuff. So it's on there pretty secure. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And let's see if y'all actually had any questions for me. NCI is a part of the store. I don't know technically what it stands for. It's not coming to mind right now. But basically, it's the part of the store that has a lot of glassware. The florals are usually over there in that section. They'll have like different dishes and pie pans and shakers and all of that kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily the aisle that has the actual kitchen stuff like your pots and pans on it, but it's usually located in the center of the store. That NCI section is going to have all those picture frames. You remember when I got all those picture frames for a penny? All of that stuff is on one side, and then on the other side of the aisle, they have a short shelf that's got a lot of different glasswares. So you got mugs, you got chargers, tumblers, lazy Susans, all that kind of stuff. So your NCI is like some part of the home section of the store, but it's usually located in the center of the store. It's that star from Dollar Tree. Yes, ma'am, it is. They came out for graduation. No, I didn't find any tables. I'm so hurt. I felt like keeping it going and go until I found the table, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. But no, I didn't find any of the tables. That's also an item for you guys. The 6 feet folding tables, the ones that are $36, are following the 90% off as of this week. So they're down to $3.60. So if you see those, pick them up, give them a scan, see if that's something that you want. I definitely will take all the tables that I can get, but I didn't find any today. I did find, however, a whole bunch of coolers. So there's that. Yes, LBE did good. She did great. Definitely a score. Oh, yes, ma'am, Gloria. But I only got what I wanted and left the rest for Penny Day. Yep, that's what I was telling them. Leave that stuff alone. If y'all buy it up now, it ain't gonna be there when you go when it goes to a penny. I seen some coolers. They were $3.80. Going back and get them tomorrow. Yes, ma'am, Miss Camel, Miss Pamela. I only got candles. I didn't even think about the plants. Oh, okay. Different. It's a star from DT. Yes, it came out during graduation, Sally. The star, the gold star. I got a gold one, gold ones, and silver ones. Just got on. I see a lot of bags. Yes, Miss Good, Miss Angela, you do. Okay, got it. Congratulations on the good finds. Thank you so much, Creative Desk Solutions. NCI, Non Consumable Initiative. Thank you so much, aunties. That is definitely not what I thought it was, but I'm glad you answered it. Hey, Crystal. According to Google. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I knew it to be that, but it doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. I don't know what the official NCI, stands for, but that's where it is in the store. So, I hope this has helped you guys. I hope you find this helpful for your the rest of the week while you're 90% off shopping. These are the same items that were on sale during the last clearance event, and probably the clearance event before that one, and maybe even the one before that. I don't even know. But finally, they have hit 90%. So there's a lot of stuff: Black Paper Party, Yellow Dot, gaming table, the gift set tables with the eye mask, and the wine sections. Y'all remember all of those little wine coaster things? I don't know if they're still out, but those types of things are still out there. The eye mask with the sleep pillows, or the eye mask with the pillowcases, the satin ones, all that kind of stuff is out there. So there are lots of categories. Memorial Day, I think, went down. Um, there's like purple clover, so many different dots and colors and stuff like that. So go check out Christy's Connections. Look at her, either her videos, or I just always go to her website so I can go through and take screenshots and look and see what it actually is that I want. But go either to her website or to her YouTube channel and brush up on some of these things. There are, if you're following any of the YouTube groups, or should I say Facebook groups, go through there and see what people are picking up. That way you'll know of some other things that may have gotten included that you could possibly use. So that's kind of how, I do it. I would, pass that information on to you guys as well. I never seen Black Paper Party until now. They are awesome. Yes, I love those ladies. I saw them. I have been following their story, the Black Paper Party ladies, for some time, and they are You'll be seeing a lot more Black Paper Party. They're already in Walmart and other places like that. So, Gloria, they use a much larger inventory. Not so much. Oh, they used to have a larger inventory, not so much now. What? Well, yeah, I was going to say they're in Walmart, so that may be why they don't have as much in Dollar General anymore because they are definitely in Walmart. But yeah, that's all I got. Let me shut y'all off before this thing goes dead on us and y'all hear the spinning wheel of silence. Um, so thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you all for being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. We got 56 thumbs up and currently 40 people on the live. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget your coolers. Don't forget your tables. Do your research. Go score some stuff. But if you buy it all up now, then it will not be there next week when it goes to a penny. So you have to figure out if you want to purchase it now or if you want to wait. I personally am waiting. Although this seems like a lot of stuff, it is not. Um, well, let me rephrase that. Because this is a lot of stuff, I have decided to wait until penny day. I'm going to use the stuff that I got, that I went in there specifically to get, clear this stuff out of here, and then I'll be able to restock and get some more stuff when it gets to a penny. So, girl, you got me wanting to put on my shoes. Miss Gloria, I've been doing this all day long. But for those of you who are not aware, these items will stay a penny until they reset. Chrissy's Connections usually tells you when things resets, and or you get to the store and you find it and you scan it in its regular price. That means that it's no longer a penny. It went back to its original price. So you guys keep your eyes out. Find your goods if you want them. Save the stuff for it to penny. Get the things that you need, but save that stuff for it to penny. And hopefully they will put out the pink stuff, the summer toys, and all of that water stuff again. Because I don't know why they took it off out of my stores, but yeah, and out of a couple other people's stores. So there's that. So that's all I got for you guys. I have several receipts, several receipts, like several receipts. So that's it. And that's all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Uh, all right. Hour and 3 minutes. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace and blessings. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope you found this informational. Hope you got some good tips, tricks, and all of the things, and visuals primarily. So we'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, Kay, Monique. Have a great evening. Great live. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, bye. Let me hang up for this thing. Go stay it on us.